videoQC is a visual and automated analysis tool with full charting, comparison modes, metadata, and exporting. This video is focused on videoQC's full reference analysis. A full reference analysis is when you have both the original video material and the compressed video material. The original video provides the full reference for the compressed material. To get the analysis started, load the compressed version of the video into videoQC normally, either by the File Open menu or by dragging and dropping the file on the interface. Once it is loaded, bring up the View Compare dialog from the menus. Click on the Enable checkbox at the top of the dialog to enable full reference mode. To load the original or reference video, click on the ... button next to the Orig file label. Once loaded, change the mode to Seamless Split and drag the position bar to check that the two files are in sync. If they are not, either file can be adjusted by dragging the slider next to its offset label. Now that we have both files in videoQC, it will save a .dt3d file so that it can remember the file pair and their offsets. This file will be saved with the same name as the compressed file in the same directory. This file can then be loaded in the future for quick access to the file pair. Normally, the next step would be to run an analysis, though if you're only doing visual comparisons, this is not necessary. To run an analysis, select the analysis types you're interested in and click Launch Analysis. This will launch the MR Analyze process to create a database of the analysis. Once it's complete, bringing up the analysis dialog via the menus will display a graph of the results under the Full Reference tab. Clicking on the graph will cause the player to seek to that position for visual inspection. To view both the original and the compressed video at the same time, a large number of modes are available in the Compare dialog. There are a number of 3D modes for 3D file viewing, including anaglyph, interlaced, over-under, side-by-side, and checkerboard 3D. There are also a group of white modes that are useful in special cases. The remaining modes are designed for comparison. These include side-by-side, which scales both images horizontally by 1/2, side-by-side same side, which shows half of each image, either vertically or horizontally. The half can be moved with the split vertical or split horizontal slider to show any part of the picture. Side-by-side, full picture, does a scale of both images fully, scaled down by 1/2 horizontally and vertically. Seamless Split combines both images vertically or horizontally with a positional split point between them. To make the split easier to see, the Add Guide checkbox can be clicked to make a 1-pixel line at the split point. To change the split from vertical to horizontal, click the Split Vert Horiz checkbox. To move the split, use the Split Vertical or Split Horizontal slider bars. To change which image is on which side of the split, click the Invert checkbox. The Mirror mode inverts one of the images and joins them at the center of the frame. This is also known as Butterfly mode. Dissolve with Mix can cross-dissolve between the two images based on the mix value slider. This allows you to go back and forth between the two images, or do an onion skin view by setting the slider at 50%. Difference with Threshold Multiplier creates a difference value for each pixel that can then be multiplied to accentuate small differences when the two files are very similar. A minus B with Threshold subtracts the inverse of the second image and shows you only the points of difference. Here too, a threshold can be applied to look for smaller errors. The visual modes also support inverting, flipping, and overlaying a grid on any of the comparison modes. Finally, the analysis can be saved as a CSV, XML, or PDF file, as well as being usable from our standard SQLite database. There's also an HTML export that supports proxying of the original and compressed files for demonstration and display on the internet where videoQC may not be available. For more information on videoQC, please go to www.videoqc.com. Thank you for watching.